Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ying. I'm currently a data scientist working in the Bay Area. So today I just got my SunBasket week 2 delivered to my house. So I figured I should do a SunBasket review to show you guys whether this meal prepping service is worth it. And if you do decide to enroll, I'll also recommend you some top dishes that you can order as your first SunBasket. And I also want to mention, if you have American Express Gold or Platinum credit card, currently they are running a promotion where if you spend $50, you can get $25 back up to 2 times. This is actually the best offer I've seen so far. Previously, they had another offer where you spend $50 and only got $20 back. So make sure you take advantage of it. If you're interested, I will also put my referral link in the description box. You can get an additional $40 off from your first meal. I think this is an incredible deal. None other meal service can beat if you stack up these two offers together. So without further ado, let's take a look at what I got in this week's SunBasket. Today is Monday and then it just got delivered today. And then it comes with these prepackaged meals. SunBasket has different meal options. The meal we opt in are for 2 people, 4 meals per week. It normally costs $11.99 per meal, but after stacking these few offers, it will cut it down to only a couple of dollars per meal. All their meals are packaged in these paper bags. The first one I got is Oaxacan chicken Mojo Taco with lime yogurt. And then each of these paper box, it comes with a detailed instruction or recipe on how to make it. It will basically tell you whether this dish is gluten-free, soy-free, diabetes-friendly. When you're picking these meal options, you can also pick based on your preferences. It will tell you how long the cook time is, as well as the calories per serving. So this is the first bag. And then the next SunBasket is the shrimp Paella with fire roasted tomatoes and bell pepper. This one, unlike the previous one, actually is pre-cooked in the basket format. So you can either microwave it or cook it via the oven, which is even faster than combining everything together. And the third basket is Korean skewers with your choice of protein and apple cabbage sauce. So this one also looks really good. I personally really like Asian food, and on SunBasket's website in particular, they have a lot of Asian food options, including like Korean, Japanese, Chinese, Indian as well. So this one has, oops, I just dropped my basket. I'm pretty excited to try this out. It sounds delicious. And then finally, we have the SunBasket turkey meatballs and wilted greens in lemongrass broth. So let's check out this one. Yeah, this is also comes with all the ingredients, separate package. I do feel like there's some plastic waste, even though everything is like 100% recyclable, which is great. You still have these like plastic packagings to package the sauce, but for like the fresh produce, there's no packaging, which is nice. What I quite like about SunBasket is they also, in the back of the menu, they also have nutrition per serving. So if you're counting your calories and trying to figure out like a right balance between protein, carbs, fat, and fiber, this is a great way to keep yourself on track. Some separate packagings of the proteins and the vegetables. And then on the bottom, they also have this, the inside gel is actually biodegradable, and then the outside you can defrost and recycle it. So far, we've had 2 SunBaskets, so a total of 8 meals. And for each of these meals, I'm gonna rate them in terms of taste and convenience. And then finally, like what's the portion size and whether it's filling for you. And by the end, I'll come up with a couple of dishes that I would recommend you to order if you are considering your first SunBasket. So stay tuned, I'll be back in a second after reviewing step by step how each of these meals turn out. Alright guys, so this is everything we have before doing our own taco assembly. So 8 tortillas come with 2 sauce. Half of it we use to cook the pulled pork and the other salsa, and then pickled onions and some fresh vegetables right here. So and then should I put some marinade sauce? Actually no, I'm not gonna put, and then some vegetables. And add some pickles. And finally some pulled pork. Actually, I feel like the portion is big enough. Ooh. Let's have a taste. I like it. It's pretty good. Rate out of 5. What would you rate the tacos at?
3.
3 out of 5?
No, it's pass.
Why?
It's a bit dry.
The taco, the tortilla itself, or what? I don't think I did a good job with the tortilla. I think it might be better if we toast it on the stovetop. Just finished our first meal. So to recap, the cooking time, 15 minutes, is pretty accurate. It took us, I think, 10 to 15 minutes to prep the whole meal. In terms of taste, Jason rated 3 out of 5. I rated 4 out of 5, so average is 3.5 out of 5. And then in terms of the portion size, I think 8 tacos, after eating 8 tacos combined, I'm fairly satisfied. But what portion size? Do you feel you're full? Yeah. Jason also feels pretty full. So it didn't look a lot to start with, but I guess the tortilla really filled us up. Cool. Let's see what the other meals turn out. So baby, how much would you rate this one out of 5?
4 out of 5.
You like this one and better than the taco?
Yeah.
Cool.
Taco sucks.
Alright, Jason rated 4 out of 5. I would agree with him. My rating also 4 out of 5. I think it's a very nutritious and delicious meal. Although I think we might have added a little bit more salt here and there, but that's not the recipe's fault. And just to recap, in terms of cooking time, suggested time is 15 to 20 minutes. But because we need to use the oven and the skillet actually took us longer than 20 minutes, maybe like 25 to 30 minutes to finish the whole thing. And the fact you have to preheat your oven ahead of time. Taste, again, 4 out of 5 combining both our ratings. And finally, fillingness and portion size, I think it's fairly good. So really happy with this steak slash Swiss chard meal with chimichurri sauce. The chimichurri sauce is actually homemade, as in like made by SunBasket, so it tasted pretty good. So really happy with how this meal turned out. The end product looks like. It looks a little bit different from the picture though, but we do have a lot of extra sauce, and then we cook some extra rice that we can use. Let me just compare the photo. This is the photo and this is the actual thing. We'll see how it tastes. How you like the chicken, Baba? How you like the chicken?
Pretty good.
You like it?
Yeah.
How's the rice?
It's okay.
How would you rate it?
3.
3? Why so low? Is the sauce good? I feel like the sauce is good.
No.
Guys, so I just tasted it. It doesn't taste that great. The chicken is so dry. I think it's a little bit cold as well. I think I will give this like maybe 3.5 out of 5. That's my rating. Maybe it's the cooking method because we use microwave. I don't know if that hasn't made a difference. For the next dish though, I'll try to use oven to give you guys a side-by-side comparison and see whether that one tastes better. Hey guys, so just to recap, convenience-wise, this takes like less than 10-15 minutes to microwave. And in terms of taste, it's 3.25 on average. I just wanted to mention that the Tikka Masala sauce actually tasted really good. And it's soy-free and dairy-free. I actually checked out the ingredients right here. It says crushed tomato, coconut milk, onion, tomato paste, extra virgin olive oil, everything, paprika, coriander, and a few others. It looks really healthy. So that part I really like. But the chicken itself tastes bad, I think. Tastes bad in my opinion. It's super dry, and the rice was also like average or below average. We compared it against our own cooked rice. It's like two completely different worlds. In terms of portion size, I think it's pretty good. I feel pretty full afterwards. Given that they had extra sauce, you can also make some additional carbs on the side. And what else? Convenience, taste, and portion size. Yeah, look forward to our last meal. Make sure I film that as well. So I just put the curry on top of the rice. It looks actually quite good. The curry looks pretty, little bit on the greasy side, but let's have a taste. Actually tastes good. A little bit on the saltier side. I think you need just a tiny little bit of curry goes a long way. I also can taste some spiciness. I like this better than the last dish. I think. Jason, how did you like your Panang curry rice?
3.5 out of 5.
Okay. Why?
The rice sucks.
Yeah, I think the rice is definitely not comparable to any homemade rice, but I actually quite like the curry. I think this might be my favorite meal so far. So 4.5 out of 5 for me, averaging it out 4 out of 5. And to quickly recap, in terms of cooking time, it's fairly accurately described. It took us 25 minutes in total. to cook it in the oven. If you do it in the microwave, it might be shorter, but I do recommend the oven. If you guys don't mind the time and the actual electricity, I think it does make a difference. Taste, again, it's 4, averaging both our scores. And then finally, in terms of portion, this one's portion is probably the biggest I've seen so far, so I would say this is a really good filling portion size. Alright guys, so we're gonna be making the turkey meatball today. The cooking times is between 30 to 45 minutes. Since today's a holiday, so we're gonna attempt this longer meal, longer prep meal. In terms of ingredients, I've laid them out. So we've got, this is the, what's this? So we've got the ground turkey, cilantro, lime, and then meatball seasoning blend, organic shredded carrots, diced tomatoes, a huge onions slash like shallot, and then lemongrass paste, and the vegetable broth. I don't know if we need this, but yeah. The mustard, organic mustard green. Oh, we also need this organic mustard green. So here are all the ingredients. To start off, we're just gonna follow like the step by step here listed in the recipe. Alright guys, so we just finished cooking the turkey meatballs. It smells really good, and Jason told me it took him like 40 minutes in total, which is pretty much on par on what they have suggested. So here is what it looks like. Okay. Here is what it looks like. Jason just put some cilantro on top of it. Looks quite good. We also have some leftover veggies that we might eat. So let's have a taste. It doesn't have any carbs, so we also made some fried rice right here for some extra carb, but overall it looks really healthy. I taste coconut. Does it have coconut in there?
It's the lemongrass paste.
Oh, lemongrass paste. The meatballs are quite good. This dish is, to me, is more Thai fusion flavor, so I quite like it. Let's try some of the vegetables. The vegetables are really fresh. I think almost all of them are organic.
Yeah, veggie is organic.
So we have carrots, the mustard greens,
green.
tomatoes. The tomato came from the tomato sauce,
yeah.
right?
Vegetable broth.
Some vegetable broth. It's pretty good. I think this would be 4.5. This is one of my favorites so far. I will give it 4.5 out of 5 in terms of flavors. Let's ask Jason. How much would you rate it? Have you had any yet?
I had the meatball, yeah.
Try it.
Meatball too good. Maybe 4 out of 5?
4 out of 5?
Yeah.
So Jason gave this dish a 4 out of 5, whereas I give 4.5. On average, this dish totals 4.25 out of 5. I think this is the highest rated dish we have had so far, so highly recommend if that's on your menu. And to quickly recap, the cooking time is between 35 or 40 minutes, so it's longer than usual because of the complexity of the dish in order to make the meatballs. I think it's totally worth it. In terms of flavor, 4.25. And finally, in terms of filliness, it doesn't come with any carbs, so you might want to prepare some extra carbs on the side, but to me I think it's a pretty healthy alternative. So yeah, this dish highly recommend. So after I divided up the bowl into 2 meals, the portions doesn't seem that big. And then we also made some other veggies on the side. Let's have a taste. How would you rate it, Jason?
3.
3. What's wrong with the meal? What's wrong with the paella?
Rice is undercooked and mushy at the same time.
What about the shrimp? Did you like the shrimp? Not bad?
Not bad.
Alright guys, I think I would agree with Jason. This is like a pre-cooked meal we microwave, so the expectation wasn't too high to start with. So I also rated it a 3 out of 5. In terms of cooking time, it's definitely a thumbs up because it's very fast and speedy. And in terms of portion, I think this one is also on the smaller side compared to some of the other meals we had. So definitely an average meal in my opinion. Hey guys, so we're gonna be making Korean skewers today with a choice of your protein and apple cabbage slaw. This is our third SunBasket of the week. So the protein we pick is ground beef, but you can pick other proteins if you like. And then it comes with, this is the sapo or lek. I think it's one of the dressings. And then this is the Asian slaw dressing. It comes with few skewers. This is the cabbage, sesame seed, green onions, ginger, and then 2 apples. So it says about 20 to 30 minutes to cook. It is paleo, gluten-free, mainly Mediterranean, dairy-free, soy-free, carbon-conscious, and family-friendly. So only 480 calories per serving. So I'm gonna follow the instructions in here and then start making it. Hey guys, so this is our final product. It looked really good, but it doesn't come with carbs. And then the portion is fairly small, but we did have some extra salads. So let's have a taste. The meatballs season really well. And then let me try the coleslaw. How do you like it, Papa?
4 out of 5.
4 out of 5?
4.5 out of 5.
4.5 out of 5. Sorry guys, we're watching basketball semifinals, so it might be a little bit loud in the background. Jason rated 4.5 out of 5. I think this is also 4.5 out of 5 for me in terms of flavors. I did a good job in cooking it, although it did definitely take longer than 30 minutes to prep. So I don't think the time is accurate. Yeah, I think this is between a 4.5 and a 5 for me. The only thing I would complain is that it doesn't have carbs, but since we went for a gluten-free option, I don't mind. And in terms of portion size, it's also a little bit on the smaller side. So overall, this is a 4.5. Alright guys, just had my first bite of the taco. I will probably rate it 4 out of 5. Same goes with Jason. The tortilla, there's only like 8 of them. They're pretty small. I wish they have given us more carbs because there are a lot of like ingredients to go with it. And it takes longer than I think 30 minutes or close to 30 minutes they've suggested. In terms of portion, it's fairly good except for the tortilla. Generally speaking, if you want something like quick and fast, what we found is like the flavor is not as good if you cook something for longer. So I'll make sure I go through like the website to show you guys where to look for the speedy meals versus like meals you actually cook. You actually need to cook for longer. So it depends on your like lifestyle. If you're like using this to get a quick lunch, maybe sacrificing a little bit of flavor will be okay. But for me personally, flavor and taste is so important. So I don't mind cooking it longer. So my final recommendation is I definitely think SunBasket is a great meal prepping service that you should consider enrolling. Actually, I had a better experience with SunBasket compared to HelloFresh and Blue Apron that I previously have tried. For that reason, I definitely recommend it. And given the AMEX credit card offers plus the first box $40 off, I definitely encourage you guys to try it out. It's a very healthy alternative. You know exactly how much calories you're consuming. And most of the food they give you are clearly labeled and almost all of them are organic. So you're eating something that are extremely healthy and good for your body. So if you're interested, make sure you click on my link in the description box to get your $40 off and leverage your AMEX reward in order to double dip. If you're interested in cooking more at home or doing groceries, make sure you check out my previous video I've linked here where I talk about some hacks while doing grocery shopping by using this app called Ibotta, which gives you additional cashback when you redeem offers through the app. Thanks guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next one. Bye.